this where we last left off, right? This nigga over here punching the most destructive forces slash in the world right back at him, punching that shit and dividing it into two like whole different cleaves. This nigga bracer start cooling off for a second, and then this fucking ice starts forming around him. He's like, and all that fucking ice starts cracking on him, and he starts roaring up, revving up to get another kill in right now. Watch this shit. Son summoned a fat ass icicle on his head. He's like, oh shit, really? Okay. Bro, split it in half. This nigga started falling. Oh my god, he starts falling down. The ice starts falling down to homie at the bottom right? He catch half of it and chuck it right back at bro. Like, nah, hold that. He just start cutting through that shit like, and then the ice mage, he's like, demon sword. All that shit starts snapping around. He's like, you're the same, aren't you? Just like my great elemental, you too fear this man. And the mystery surrounding him, all that shit started coming in. He started catching some of them. Some of them started hitting this nigga. He started cutting through them. He's like, swing all to that shit. Niggas start chucking more of them at the bottom. Homie's like, if you're defeated, the time is now. It's like, throom. All that shit start fucking leveling up. Fucking ice elemental start summoning itself. Like, all right, time to handle this nigga. This nigga's all the way down at the fucking bottom. That's the ice. That's the demon fucking sword right there, bro. Watch this shit. Start to grab this nigga too. Like, bro said, nah, you ain't touching me. Empty that bitch. Cleave that nigga straight in half. Easy, Buttercup. Easy. This nigga cut through the fucking sky, bro, and the fucking whole town and all the barriers. This nigga's like Mahagara. He started adapting to this shit because it got bigger. In the same process, he cut homie, but he didn't cut homie in half. This nigga just tanked that shit like it was nothing. He's like, all this nigga's bleeding and shit. Whole chest is like cut in half, but he's good, fake, you know? He's like, it's producing even more power, but how? He's like, wait, that must be it. The sword's been unsealed after hundreds of years. Of course, it'll be dull at first, but now we see its true strength. This nigga's like, so it's crazy strong, huh? Nigga's like, that it is. He's like, even stronger than me? He's a good question. This nigga about to throw another one down. He's like, oh, while this nigga's like, which would triumph, the sword demon or you, the beast? As the shit coming down on this bro head. Nigga started getting excited. He's like, I'm interested to see. He could go for a full cleave on his fucking head. He's like, all right, let's go. 1v1 me, bitch. The shit cut straight down his head. This nigga's fucking getting literally annihilated, bro. You see this shit? This nigga's getting nuked by one hit. Start summoning some fucking chaos. Everything starts exploding. Like, niggas put up an ice wall to try to protect everybody else. This nigga in the back getting blown up. Like, he's like, yo, damn. This shit was so crazy. He damn near nuked the whole province. The barrier done fell down and shit. Shit getting crazy. All this fucking clouds and shit and smoke and debris is all around this man. I was like, yeah. And caught that bitch. Nigga said, easy pickings. Caught that nigga in, like, one hand. He grabbing her. She's like, fuck. She's like, he tried to charge up another fucking, another round of cuts, start cutting this nigga face up. He's like, relax. I won't punch with this hand. He's like, he started breaking this shit and charging this shit up. Like, nigga look at him like, he's like, now, brace yourself. As he charged up his other hand with the gauntlet, but the merc homie. He gave him the good old left, right, good night. Niggas got punched right in his fucking face, bro. And launched this nigga, might I add, bro. Launched this nigga straight off the fucking floor, nigga. Like, when I mean launched, this nigga is flying through the sky like a rocket ship. Nigga went Mach 5 for one punch, bro. And that's after he caught his shit on some bully shit. I ain't gonna lie. Bro nigga started dying from the punch. He got hit so bad, he literally went into a fucking different realm and started having, like, mean flashbacks. Shit is crazy. She's like, I shall seal you now. You'll remain conscious but able to move. And so you shall be forever in prison without even the luxury of sleep. He's like, you tricked me, queen. She's like, yes, I did. You've killed far too many. I couldn't allow that any longer. I wish I could give you death right here, but that is not the will of the people. I wish to let you die, but I also wish for you to suffer. Inside of me is hatred for you, but also another emotion. This nigga is getting monologued to death, bro. And I only hope that the other emotion we pass on to my descendants. As this nigga is fucking falling apart, frail and fragile now. Nigga's like, what a shock. The throne is largely intact. To think there was a being that could stop me this quickly. This nigga is shook. He said, but thanks to that, I didn't have to kill you. He's like, ugh, no matter how much danger I invited upon you, never did unsheath me. I just couldn't have my way. Helga, what an incredibly stubborn girl. This nigga fucking falls apart even more. Nigga's dying from that one punch. Y'all see him get hit the whole round? He got hit by some ice a little bit, but then he got punched one time, bro. And homie just straight evaporated, gone. She's like, Shigehan in the fucking barrier reform now. So this is about the end of this arc. It's like niggas like, stay calm, everyone, stay calm. This area is protected by a barrier. A gash in the sky, cracks in the ground. What's going on? He's like, we can't contact the castle. He's like, hey, look. As this nigga come running up, he's like, help me, let me in. And it's like, nigga look back like, huh? Oh, as the shit barely missed the other nigga. He's like, ah. He's like, oh, he started running. 1 millimeter left, 3 down. Nigga is basically using his ravens to track this nigga. Just watch. He said, I can't pinpoint it that much. He's like, you're right, you're not as He said, you're not as dexterous as in the other body. He's like, well, in that case, just pray to yourself he doesn't die and try your best. Nigga crushes the fucking rocks and flicks it. Not even throws it, he flicks it with his thumb, nigga. He said, bing, off of that nigga's head. This shit started traveling meters across wide. You see the whole fucking nation, like, bro, it's having a good ass fucking flight. Like Delta Airlines, 365. Called him again. He said, please, no more. This nigga's like, executioner, why did he need to attack us? If your mission was to retrieve the demon sword, he could have done that without nearly this much sacrifice. He said that was not a mission with my own personal goal. Makuga would not cooperate, and his elemental protection, mind control, might not have worked. His only last option was take it by force. So, and this nigga's getting froze up too. Both these hoes froze up. It's like, if I wanted that demon sword, I spent years working towards that goal. But I wasn't the only one after his power. The other executioners of Holy Church, they all sought it. And if Kuga ever recovered, I never had a chance to get it again. She's like, so, I see. Executioners usually do work in pairs. He's like, considering we never saw the other one, I'm inclined to believe him. He's like, yeah, I see. Executioners usually do work in pairs. Considering we never saw the other one, I'm inclined to believe him. And that's all about he can tell us, it seems. He's bound by a contract spell that prevents him from even revealing more. So we have to make do what we got. And that's what to do with them. You can make them take the blame for all this as the perpetrators because they don't covertly exist. He's like, oh, but there's no need for him to be alive for that. He's like, given the severity of this magic clash, it wouldn't be hard to find him in pieces. He's like, no, it's not true, Colonel. He's like, I was just being used as a pawn. He's like, was I too soft? He's like, yep, you were. I suppose you're right. I am soft. My brand of justice does not allow for the death of the virtuous, nor the death of the wicked who may yet have good inside them. He grabbed both these niggas like, that is why no matter what kind of person I'm faced with, I try to find even one reason to let them live. But for those that crossed the line, I show no mercy and murked both these niggas. It's like, still the men I lost were soldiers. They died in the line of duty.